Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud. It is Sunday, April 6th, 2025, just about 6 o'clock here on the East Coast, and let's go ahead and give you a look at your weather update after what has been kind of a whirlwind of a crazy week. The last 7 to 14 days, we've had flooding, tornadoes, damaging hail, you name it. Finally, things are beginning to quiet down. We begin right now with a live look at the satellite and radar. Well, this right here is only the Doppler radar, showing that we are still tracking the threat of flooding rain, but instead of the Tennessee Valley, now this is moving across the southeastern part of the country. And you know what? All the rain has really fallen in like Arkansas and places like that. And so, they can have it out there because this has really been the part of the country that has seen most of the rainfall. And so the rain that we're getting down here across parts of Georgia, South Carolina, you know what? They can have it because they haven't had as much rain. And so they won't be looking at as many problems as a result of that. All right, so, here's the good news. I mean, they say April showers bring May flowers. We have no drought whatsoever across the Ohio Valley down to the Tennessee Valley. Areas that are getting rain in Georgia and South Carolina, they actually do have a moderate drought. Right now, the drought is way worse across parts of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. And then as we head up towards Oregon and Washington, obviously the drought isn't as bad up there. Which, by the way, heading into wildfire season, I know this is a bit of a spin-off here, but South California, they do have a pretty bad drought right now. And so they want to get as much rainfall as they can before summertime, which isn't looking promising based on the current forecast. But at least Oregon right now is in pretty good shape. All right, so let's get a look here at the severe weather threat today, mostly across parts of Georgia and parts of Alabama, South Carolina. And then as we head into the next few days, we actually see that threat shifting to Florida and Georgia. As we go ahead and take a look at the day, this would be day 3. And then as we head into days 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, finally, we're not really looking at any big threat. So, the pattern is actually about to kind of settle down around here. But a couple areas that we want to focus on, flooding again for today going into tonight, parts of Alabama, Georgia, even parts of West Virginia could be looking at some flooding. Not as bad as we head into your Monday, and then heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, obviously that is looking much better as well. The other thing, the cold. We've got, and we'll talk more about why this cold is coming, but parts of Kansas and Oklahoma, even Missouri, I mean, they're looking at freeze warnings, okay? The growing season has been underway for many weeks. We've already had green up. Farmers have already started to, start planting their crops. The hay has already started to grow. And now we're looking at freeze warnings, okay? So outdoor plants, vegetation, you're going to want to bundle it on up here in this parts of the country. And again, areas that have that freeze warning would be here in that, I guess you'd call that more of a purple shaded color. This right here would be flooding. And then this right here would be severe weather here across parts of southern Alabama that we're looking at. So let's go back here and take a look here at the forecast. So obviously as we head into the next few days, rain across the Appalachian Mountains, rain across the Pacific Northwest. Pretty quiet though for probably 70% of the middle part of the country. And then as we head towards Tuesday, there's that cold front right there. You can see that cold front beginning to kind of slide down to the south. And this is going to be impacting areas. See that cold front right here? That is why we have that freeze warning, because we got that high pressure. We have north winds coming in. And this blue on the map that we're looking at near New England, that is snow. Okay, they're talking a little bit of snowfall here heading into the next few days, which we can take a look at that here coming up in 1 second. So here's a look at the pattern, all right? So this map, pretty easy to understand. The red colors, that's going to be warmer air upstairs. The blues, that's going to be that colder air. And take a look here at the next few days. I mean, when we're talking about that cold air coming in, those freeze alerts, the potential of snow. Here's why. Take a look here at New England, where we have that cold air. This right here is a low, and then this right here is going to be high pressure across the western part of the country. That's going to keep things pretty nice and kosher over the next several days. All right, so as we head towards the future, take a look at this right here. We've got strong ridging in place. So where we have this strong ridging building in, this right here is high pressure, and this right here is Thursday, April 10th, so that would be by the end of this week. We're going to be looking at some sunny, dry, and even some hot weather across parts of the southwestern part of the country. Meanwhile, the Ohio Valley, right now we've got low pressure moving on in, and your jet stream kind of goes up like this. So we have more clouds, more unsettled weather here across the Midwest, and then we've got high pressure and nice weather across the southwestern tier of the country. So let's go ahead and move on and take a look at the end of next week. And, you know, again, the bottom line, we're not really looking at any widespread severe weather anytime soon. That ridge eventually moves off to the east. So finally, parts of the country that have been seeing flooding by the end of next week and going into next week by April 14th, now we've got high pressure building on in. So we're looking at some nice weather across that part of the country heading into around Monday of next week. So this right here is high pressure. Remember, high pressure, that's going to be your friend. So you got a nice big old fat smiley face there because, well, that means that life is going to be nice for parts of the Midwest. Finally, we might actually get a little bit of sunshine around here by that point in time. Let's take a look right here quickly. I have the GFS model pulled up. Snowfall, I can't believe we're talking about this here, but, you know, as we head towards next weekend, well, actually, a lot of this would actually fall, you know, sometime late this week heading into next weekend. I mean, we're still looking at some snowfall across parts of Pennsylvania and even northern Vermont, northern Maine, so that could be kind of interesting here. Again, a lot of this is going to fall here probably between Thursday and Friday, but you can see some accumulating snow. I mean, this particular model is showing like northern Maine 7-8 inches. It's too early to get specific, but talk about a wild setup here. All right, so that is kind of a wholesome view of the weather across the lower 48 heading into the next 7 days. If this video is helpful, you should comment and like it. And I'm hoping to get another update out for you sometime going into tomorrow. Have a great day.